I'm Scotland Hazley, president and founder of Animal Rescue Corps, here in an emergency shelter just outside of Nashville, Tennessee. The team and I have been here on the ground in Tennessee and Mississippi for most of October and now into November, conducting 4 large-scale rescue operations. Our first case, Operation Seasons Change Part 1, was a hoarding case in Weakley County, Tennessee, where medium and large breed dogs, including young puppies, were running loose on a trash-strewn property without adequate food, water, or shelter. The dogs were mostly unsocialized, extremely dirty, and suffering otherwise. Our second case, Operation Seasons Change Part 2, also in Weakley County, was another case of hoarding and neglect. Mostly cats running loose and several dogs in pens and on chains. Again, inadequate food, water, or shelter, and like the animals from the first property, these animals' social, physical, and emotional needs were not being met. Animal hoarding is classified as a mental disorder rather than a deliberate act of animal cruelty. It is characterized by a drive to collect and control a multitude of animals, sometimes hundreds, whom the individual cannot properly care for and is deeply attached to. This form of animal abuse in the U.S. continues to multiply, with an estimated 250,000 cats and dogs currently living in a hoarding situation. Our third case, Operation Fall Freedom, a backyard rescue group in Hardin County, Tennessee, requested the help of more than 80 dogs in less than adequate conditions in a single-family home. We responded providing assistance and emplacement for the dogs ranging in size, breed, and age that were kept in outdoor pens and in crates and in kennels in and around the home. While the intentions of a backyard rescue may be noble, the outcome is typically unfortunate. Far too often, the resources do not match the desire to help, and the situation can quickly become desperate for the animals. Animal rescue and sheltering is a major responsibility and requires, from the beginning, a business plan, appropriate housing for the animals, and a committed network of financial and other resources. Our fourth case, Operation Autumn Angels, a puppy mill of over 60 dogs living in unbelievable conditions in Pontotoc County, Mississippi. Yorkies, Chihuahuas, Poodles, and other small breed dogs living in absolutely dilapidated, urine-soaked wood and wire hutches exposed to the elements for years. Months, if not years, worth of feces piled up under the rusted wire cages and an overwhelming smell of ammonia. With the lack of veterinary care and the inhumane living conditions, these dogs were suffering from a range of medical issues, all of them treatable, some of them urgent, and many of them extremely painful. Puppy mills are a widespread problem, with an estimated 10,000 to 15,000 in the U.S. alone. Mass production factories with dogs forced to produce litter after litter of puppies, supplying nearly 100% of the dogs sold in pet stores, online, and in classified ads. Hundreds, sometimes thousands of dogs suffering per property, hidden often for decades. With your help, we will continue to seek out those who wish to cause harm to animals, and we will be there to end their suffering. And most importantly, make sure that each and every animal has the opportunity to live as he or she should, as part of a family. Over the last month, we've also taken in dozens of other animals in need. Horses, dogs, and cats who were surrendered because with our strong network of partners, we could assure each and every one of those animals the care and placement they so desperately needed.
I'm Kim Razak. I'm the medical manager for Animal Rescue Corps on these operations. We've been coordinating the vetting of over 200 animals. Most significantly, compromised dogs are the ones that came from the puppy mill. We're seeing a lot of skin irritation, skin infections, severe matting, severe fleas. Feet are swollen and red from standing on wire and being in their own urine and feces.
This is Promise. She was one of the puppies from the puppy mill, and as you can see, she's in pretty horrible condition. Lots of hair loss, very thickened, pigmented skin, which goes along with very chronic skin conditions. Most of the dogs in the puppy mill are all dealing with skin problems. Ear infections, probably ear mites. just severe dental disease, which causes overall systemic health problems.
Our wonderful vets are here. They're working on the dogs. Our vet techs, they're donating their time and their energy to get these guys back to health. We have a couple dogs that have gone into emergency surgery. We've spent well over $10,000 just on medical supplies alone, but it's worth every penny getting these guys back to health. Seeing them start their treatment and improving in just the short time that we've had them is so rewarding, and there's a long road for a lot of these guys, but seeing them in the right path is amazing.
We've had an amazing outpouring of volunteers coming in, lending their time. All these volunteers are here to offer these animals their first loving touch, the first consistent meal, the first time they've ever had a dog bed.
And playing with a toy is amazing. I mean, you see the volunteers cuddling them and they're kissing on them, and they've never had that before, and just to see that is amazing.
We couldn't do without these amazing volunteers. We're on a 40-people rotation every day. They're coming in just to do what these animals need.
I'm Carla Goodson, Director of Outreach for Animal Rescue Corps. One of my responsibilities is finding placement with our partners for the animals that we rescue. While they're here with us at the emergency shelter, we get to know them and see where they are, both medically and behaviorally.
Hi, I'm Chris Montgomery, the Behavior Specialist for Animal Rescue Corps. So despite the terrible conditions these dogs came out of, including confinement, lack of socialization, lack of being outside, they are incredibly resilient. They've made great strides since they've been here with Animal Rescue Corps, and as they get placed with our trusted placement partners throughout the country, they will continue to make great improvements and go on to be cherished family members.
Everyone has a specific need, and we need to make sure that our partners are ready to continue their rehabilitative care and that we're setting them up for success on their journey to loving forever homes.
Knowing that I have a part in assisting these animals out of their horrible previous life and getting them on the road to a better, brighter future is the best part, and I love it.
We cannot do any of this work without our tremendous partners. Organizations like PetSmart Charities, Bissell Pet Foundation, Novamet Tech Center, and others providing financial, logistical, and other resources. And of course, our amazing network of humane agencies and foster networks that all come together to help us complete that journey for each animal to the point of a loving new home. I'm eternally grateful to everyone who has contributed in any way to these rescue operations. It is you that has collectively rewritten the destiny of over 200 animals that will now know a life of love and peace. On behalf of the animals that have benefited from your acts of compassion, thank you.